What's up? What's up? It is Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
Alison Hinds is here. HoodCelebrityy is here.
Yup, y'all.
Yeah, we're here.
And this is our first episode back in the studio. So I just want to say this is exciting for us to be in here together. So I want to thank you ladies for taking the time to come through.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yes, happy to be here.
I feel like I owe you like 1,000 favors because you guys both did Angela Yee Day for me.
I had fun.
Yeah, so did I. It was a lot of fun. Crow was hype.
Yeah, no, it was dope. And just to see, look, and I was saying HoodCelebrityy did that shit every year since I started. This is her third year doing it. So, and I always hate asking people for stuff. So, and I never think about like, well, you know, they'll enjoy it or whatever. I'm always like, this is such a big favor, but I want y'all to know you can ask me for a favor whenever you want.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask him a favor right now. Let me get that shirt now.
I already gave you some lotion. That's your favor's done.
That lotion. Hold on. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, so you know, let's get into it. We were just talking about HoodCelebrityy because I've never seen her drink. Like every time I've seen her do stuff, you know me, I always offer a drink and she never takes it. So we were just talking about why you stopped drinking.
So yeah, when I was in Toronto, like I had a really bad experience. And even though it wasn't with liquor, but I feel like when you go through something bad, you just put everything in that same, like in that same type of zone. Like me, I had a half a brownie. And for people who say like edibles is dangerous, I always laugh and be like, that shit won't do nothing to me.
Right.
But I never thought like one little piece of something could really take over your whole life. And for a year, like I was in and out the hospital. Like I had lost a lot of weight. And it just like, as me being Jamaican, I never ever even thought of anxiety. Like, you know, people like, oh, anxiety, like back home, I can't tell my mother like, oh, why you crying or what's wrong? Oh, I have anxiety. She'll be like, you have anxiety? What do you mean you have anxiety? Like I couldn't tell my mother that, you know what I mean? So when, like every time I would leave my house, or if like right now we here and I would see you drinking, the whole room would start spinning.
Right.
Because I thought about the whole situation I went through I feel like it was going to happen to me all over again.
Right.
That must have been really, really bad though. That's scary.
That was bad. And it's funny because I was living in a high-rise building, which made it worse. Because every time I would go downstairs or look through the window, I would feel the whole stuff spinning.
You know, I know people whose whole lives have like changed after doing an edible. Like they never was the same again.
And I thank God. I mean, I thank God that didn't happen to me. Because like I'm a firm believer in God. Like I grew up in a household of my great grandmother, like church and praying and stuff like that. Like I prayed. Like people be like, when you get into stuff, you really pray more. Like that situation made me pray more. I'm talking about like I went on my knees, like God, please, like I don't want to feel like this no more.
Well, thank God. I'm glad that you're good and okay. So how much time did you take off from music during that?
I didn't really like take off from writing, but I wasn't really doing anything. Like I was not really performing like that. I had like turned down like Wildin' Out. Like I was going through like a lot of like shit. Like just like every time it's like I would have to do something or perform, I would get like nervous, and that's not me. Like I'm natural with everything I do. Like when it's time for me to perform, I love it. Like I have fun.
Right.
That brownie messed up your nerves.
Yeah, I used to see like the crowd and be like, oh shit, like it's about to happen to me again. Like.
Right.
It was one of the weirdest things I ever went through in my life.
You think everything happens for a reason?
Yeah. Because my mom said that to me to this day. She's like, I'm happy that you went through that, which is kind of fucked up to say I'm happy you went through that. But she feel like with me being in such an industry, you know, she's Caribbean. She feel like, you know, in the type of industry I am is very dangerous they overuse certain things, whether it's like, you know, drugs or whatever, alcohol and stuff like that. Even though I'm not that person, but she felt like if I didn't go through that, maybe I would have probably tried something else.
Right, it might have prevented something worse from happening later.
Correct, and I don't try new things. So for me to try something, because it was my first time in Toronto.
Right.
So, and weed was just legal out there. They had just legalized weed out there.
Shit.
So we was on the street. I smoked a whole spliff by myself.
And listen, you
and
too.
And then hit the half a brownie, and in a half an hour, I felt the room like,
I can't really smoke.
I was like,
Yeah.
Because I can't smoke. If I take more, I'm going to tell you, I smoked with Wiz Khalifa one time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You put yourself
remember that?
Yes, I do remember.
I did it. We were doing lip service. And, you know, I was like, all right, I'm going to take 2 pulls. Those 2 pulls was enough for me. Like, I was done. I couldn't feel my legs.
But that was different kind of weed. Wiz had different kind of weed.
You know what it is? No, it's funny how you said that, right? Because the promoter that booked me, he brought me to a whole like thing where they plant, like they had all the weed stuff in there, and I had just put up a video on Instagram like I'm about to get lit.
Yeah.
And I really didn't know I was about to get lit for real.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm a light smoker. I'm like
Right.
2 puffs and put it back down and, you know, might do my music and just chill. I smoked the whole spliff, and that was a different type of weed. Like that was the real
It must have
shit.
tasted good, and you didn't
was
even
organic.
realize how much you were smoking.
Yeah, that was the organic. That was like some different type of shit.
Non-GMO.
Like,
Yeah, that was not organic.
and it wasn't like, oh, like they try to do anything to it, because I literally watched them like
Right.
take it from the thing.
It's just your body
No,
reacting.
yeah.
My body reacted to it. Yeah, my body was like, "What are you trying to do?"
Like, well,
Like,
is
this
this?
is
So
new.
What is this?
And then I probably did too much. Like I smoked a spliff, then I ate a little piece of brownie.
Right.
And it's like, oh shit, like you trying to do new stuff.
You feel more focused, like not smoking. And
Super focused. Like
I
I don't
feel
have
guilty
to do
having
nothing.
this drink.
Nah, hell no, because
I have one too.
drinking,
okay? I
listen,
have one too, so we
drinking
good.
for me used to be fun. Anything for me when it comes to stuff like that could be fun if you don't overdo it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you, right now you chilling. You're not
Yeah.
over here stumbling.
I
and
used
drunk.
to overdo it. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be so bad, but I got way better. I had one bad experience lately, but I was celebrating.
It doesn't count. But
Yeah, that
actually,
don't count.
we were all
No, I'm gonna
bad
tell you, I
before.
actually threw up in an Uber. This
Oh,
was in
there.
New Orleans.
Nice.
And yeah, it was bad, but I don't even
Oh,
remember it happening. And then
Yeah, because you were that far gone.
Finish
I was-
telling the
was
story.
like,
What happened the
done.
next day?
the next day, when I had to call the Uber to go to
told me
brunch,
this.
it was the same Uber that I threw up
No,
in.
it
Why does that
wasn't.
happen?
Did they say something to you?
You know what? The guy wasn't mad because my friends were with me and they gave him so much money to clean his car that he
that
was
was
like,
Okay.
oh, okay, you could throw up anytime.
you can throw up
Like,
again.
Sure. You want to throw up again? Anybody else needs to throw
But you know
up?
what's funny? I didn't realize it was the same person until I got out and they told me, like, you know, that was the same driver.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh my God.
But I feel like we've all had some, you know, experiences where, you know how many times I said, I'm going to give this up, but it wasn't as bad as, you know, I know you ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like I've never had like and this may sound like I'm perfect, which I'm not. I've never had any bad experience. Like you know how people be like, "Oh, I've been through some
No, that's fortunate.
weird,
That's
like-
not.
No, that's
like
That's
some
really
stuff," but
good.
I've never had that, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's why my mom was like, you know, she was happy that happened because it's like at least I get to know, like you know, like a little.
She must have been
taste.
terrified when she found.
Yeah, you know, I'm Jamaican, so my whole family was like, Jesus Christ, God, Jesus, hallelujah. Like they really thought like that was it. Like I was going through some stuff. Like my mother was praying the holy water and shit like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
holy water.
calm down. It's just anxiety.
All right, Gigi's here. Go ahead, Gigi. Yeah, so you gave up drinking just recently, Gigi.
Yes,
So what happened?
I blacked out. I got so drunk that
Movie.
I realized how drunk I was and knew that it was time for me to leave the club. So I called my guy and I'm like, he's like not too far from where I'm at. So I'm like, I want to come there instead of driving all the way home because,
He was gonna drive?
well, I did drive around the corner, but I live, you know how far I live from the city.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to drive all the way home. So I called him and luckily he was like right around the corner. So I drove around the corner. But I do not remember leaving the club. I don't remember driving, parking.
Damn, anything.
I don't
can happen.
remember. I threw up. I took multiple showers. I threw up. I was crying. And like he told me everything the next day. I don't remember any of it.
Any of it.
And that's scary.
Right.
What if I drove home?
Right.
I was by myself.
What if you drove around the corner and something happened? What if you killed somebody?
That's what I was thinking. Kill myself. Anything. My people that I was with told me that when I walked out of the club, they were like, "Are you good?" And I said, "Yeah." They said a guy was walking me to my car, and it was actually my cousin. And she's like, "You good? You need me to walk you to your car?" And I'm like, whoever this guy was, I'm like, "Oh, my homeboy, gonna walk me." I have no idea who that person was. Now, clearly I knew him because I told my cousin I was fine. I cannot, to this day, this was 2 months ago, I still cannot remember. I don't even remember walking out the club, so I don't even know who walked me to the club.
Well,
To the car. So even from that moment on, that person, I'm in my car, I got on jewelry, I got a bag, I got, you know, he could have robbed me, raped me, killed me. He could have,
Right, anything
you know,
could
I had
happen.
my gun, he could have used it against me.
Right.
Like, it was crazy.
That's scary.
And I didn't even feel like I drank that much. But it was my friend's birthday. It was a day party.
You think somebody put something in your drink, maybe?
I
That's
hope
what I was
not.
gonna ask.
I hope not.
Now, sometimes you be having so much fun do it that you go over your limit. Too,
Yeah, you
know
don't
what
even
I mean?
realize.
You don't even
You don't
realize.
And
You
I
don't
know that I
realize.
didn't eat a lot prior
Right,
to
that
drinking.
could be
that too.
Yup.
And
That
that's
too.
also an issue.
Yeah.
But
If you
I
was
honestly
mixing.
have not. I had a glass of champagne since then, and it's been 2 months.
Yeah, moderation. Well, listen, I'm glad y'all are both still here with us. Because shit. But that is true for anybody listening. Like, just whatever you do it in moderation. Always make sure you watch your drink. Go to the bar and get it yourself. If somebody offers you a drink, make sure you go and get it and order it yourself. Take it straight from the bartender.
Correct.
Make sure you have people you love around you. If you see a girl looking like she's not quite right.
Yep.
These are great drinking tips, Ange.
Yeah.
Or just don't drink. No.
And don't try nothing new that your body's not used to.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen,
Stay away from edibles. I smoke weed. I've been smoking weed since I'm not even gonna say how young because.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, my brother makes my edibles for me, so he knows that I only could do a little bit, and those are the only edibles I'll really have.
Yeah.
From your brother.
From my brother, because
he makes really
you trust
good
him
ones.
and he knows.
Yeah.
And it's probably not strong.
He's not.
Yeah, it's not that strong.
He make them strong enough, but they aren't crazy.
I had an experience when I was in San Francisco, and I had these little watermelon
The
gummy
gummy
edibles.
rings?
When I tell you, I was so high.
How many of them did you eat?
I don't know, but I know that I had went to my hotel room. And I was there for something for Black Enterprise, which is even worse. And everybody was in this hotel. It was a conference, but I hosted a party while I was out there that had nothing to do with the conference.
Right.
And then my key didn't work in the door. You know how you put your key next to the phone and then it gets
Yeah.
deactivated?
Yeah.
So I literally could not go back downstairs. And I fell asleep outside my door.
Oh,
But
honey.
fortunately, my friend Paris was with me. So she went and she was like, I didn't want anybody to see you that was going to be at the conference. And that was it for me. Because I'm a lightweight when it comes to
No,
I
you don't
smoke.
do THC. You don't do that. You don't do that. But I do THC. I smoke weed a lot. And edibles, I'm gone. I'm in another planet. It's a different high.
It affects your body differently.
Yeah, it's a different high.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I
straight
don't
to your
smoke,
bloodstream.
so
Yeah, it goes straight
I
to your
like
bloodstream
mushrooms.
where
I
weed
like
goes through
mushrooms.
your lungs and then into your system. But edibles, you eat it and digest it, and it processes in
But
a
you
whole.
see-
It's like
but
a whole different drug. To some
I feel
people.
like mushrooms is
I do like shrooms.
yeah, shrooms. It's just like
all
you
of these
know-
things. I don't do any of these things.
That's good. Stay that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Angela-
That was how I
Listen to
was.
me and
I
Ange.
That was how I was.
I would
And I
drink.
don't know what
Angela-
wanted me that day. And I was like, let me try something new.
Yeah, I would drink.
Angela is definitely responsible for me liking
but
shrooms.
You like
shrooms are
shrooms,
fire.
Yeah.
I
Shrooms
can't.
are fire.
Let me
No.
tell you something. I've had some amazing times on shrooms. I'm
Me
not
too.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
shrooms are
everything
fire.
I feel like if you're gonna do something, you just do a little bit.
Right.
No, that's
Especially-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, just a
I know
little
people who
bit.
who take so much shrooms. They'll eat like
Nope.
they'll give me a pack and they'll be like, "Here's my pack and here's yours," and I'll take a little sprinkle baby dose. And they take the whole thing, wrap it up in a fruit roll up, eat all of it. I'm
Nope,
like,
not doing
you're
that.
gonna die.
But Alison, you
No,
live on a
because
damn
those are
horse
people-
farm. That is
those
the
are-
perfect place to do shrooms.
Those are people who abuse it though. When you abuse something, your body
Yeah,
becomes
but,
normal to you.
yeah, that's exactly
No.
what he's abusing it, obviously, right?
Can we
Like,
come
he's
to the
abusing
horse
it.
farm?
Can we- you can't do shrooms on the horse farm, okay?
I feel like that's the perfect. You're supposed to be like in nature.
No, I
Yep.
think it would be nice.
Well, let me see. We have more than enough space. It's like 600 and
be
something
nice.
acres of land. I'm
Wow.
sure that you could find, a big enough space that you could just breeze out.
I want to do ayahuasca, but that's a whole different
You
conversation.
need a shaman and all of that stuff.
Oh,
to do
yeah,
it.
that's a whole different
That is
conversation.
definitely a
Yeah.
whole different conversation.
I want to do that. I
There's
want
some
to go
foreign
to Peru.
conversation, but I don't even know which one was that.
Ayahuasca?
She's like, I don't even know about what the hell she's
It's like a
talking
whole
about.
thing that people do, but it's like a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
Where you have to have like a shaman with you. And then people say it's really like,
Life changing.
yeah, life changing. But that is
Yeah.
scary because I don't know if I want to change my
No,
life.
and
Because
you-
what if it changed and be worse?
No, and you like go to Peru and you get on a kayak and you go to this place, a stranded island, and you do it in a group. It's
Well,
crazy.
But they better have like some kind of, if something goes wrong, if something
No, that's why they have
happens to
the
somebody.
shaman, right?
Yeah.
And
But
it's
the
plant
shaman
medicine.
isn't a medical somebody.
But
that,
it's-
in
you
case-
mean medical assistance.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
But ayahuasca is plant
You're out in
medicine,
the
so-
middle of nowhere.
I don't think that you can
Yeah,
like
it's plant medicine, so
OD.
it's like you can't die.
Yeah.
Well,
You think?
you never know. I
bet
can't
you
say what you
think
can or
people
can't do.
die from
This is
taking
what I'm
ayahuasca. It has to be at
This
least
is what I'm
one.
saying.
Since
This
we're
is
talking
what I'm
about our
saying.
experiences, let's talk about something else. Now, for Hood Celebrity, you had this song about broke boys, right? Now, has anybody here ever dated a broke boy?
What do you mean by broke?
What do you mean by
A
dated?
nigga don't got
I know what
Yo, nah, y'all too much.
I have questions.
What you mean by broke? What you mean by
How broke is broke?
How broke is broke?
How
Yeah,
broke?
that's
Because
right.
Those
buy
are
your
always
Bible.
the ones with the good
Like
sex.
he used to be a millionaire and now he has only a couple 100,000.
No, that's not what we mean by
Or,
broke.
Okay.
What we mean by
like-
broke is
Never had it. Don't
what
got
we mean
it.
by broke is he live with his mama.
Or exactly a
Oh.
project, you know.
stay on the block all day?
Yeah, he stay on the block. He ain't
No.
making no money.
No.
Allison,
Doing
you
nothing.
never
Don't
dated
take
no
care of
guy
his,
broke.
don't take care of his
No.
kids.
No.
No, I don't
You've
think
been
I
married
have.
for a long
I think-
time.
I think, well, I did date before I got married.
I know,
Yeah.
but you know.
But, I guess my very first boyfriend, I think.
That don't count.
Very first.
Well, how old was this
count.
though?
That don't count.
I was, 18?
That don't
Everybody's
count.
broke then.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You were probably a little broke at that time.
Of course I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's
18.
okay. It's okay. We were broke
No,
together.
I will say that since when I was single, because I'm not single anymore, but during the time that I was single these past couple of years,
Right.
I was dating this guy and I thought that he was doing better than he actually was.
Right.
How did you find
And
out?
what happened?
And from just spending time around him, yeah, he nothing wrong with Airbnb, but like I feel like he was supplementing his lifestyle by renting out his mansion on Airbnb, and like we would go out.
He owned a mansion.
I mean, Atlanta mansion is mansion. Atlanta, anything over 5,000 square feet. Let's be real.
Okay, gotcha.
But I said that because that's
Mansion,
the
quote,
thing.
quote unquote mansion.
Right. And we went out a couple of times, and I'm gonna say this: I was stigmatized at first,
Okay.
right? So I
Broke
was
dick be amazing.
because
don't it?
the dick
fire.
was
Broke
so
dick.
good, right? It was. I hadn't had any in a while, and it was good, and and it was nice. But we went out a couple of times, and he was just like, cheap and just.
Right.
And then one time I noticed like he had all this jewelry on,
But it was
was
green.
like no, it was very outdated, and it was like
Right.
diamonds missing.
Pawn shop.
in his
Oh, he
had
didn't
it for
even
a
go to.
while
He didn't
then.
even
He-
take it to
his
the jeweler to
car-
get fixed. Nothing.
I got in his car and like the interior
fix it
seat
for
was like
free?
ripped. Like that's something that you would get fixed.
Right.
Yes,
Like if
absolutely.
you rip your and you can tell it wasn't just like a tear, like something happened. You can tell it was like an old rip
Right.
that he
Like
just
it
left.
It was wear and tear.
happened.
It was
Right,
wear and tear,
right, and
yeah.
it's just like,
Well, at least he had a car.
you ain't really got it like high, but he was like putting on like
Right, right. Like,
because
he had
he's
all
an
of
ex-ball
this.
player, so he's
Right.
putting on
He
like
should have put
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the massage ball things on the seat over the seat so you wouldn't
Oh
see
my
the
God,
rip.
so you can see the. Yeah, I don't know, but I had to stop. Like, I had
wooden
to
massage
just
balls
like
seat
stop
covered.
dealing with him.
Camouflage
And even though the
stuff.
sex was
Just
good,
hide it.
I just had to
hide
just cut him off because
You really don't know what a person got. So
You know what it
live with
was?
them.
I realized that I
Yeah.
saw the other type of women that he was like posting and like being around, and I was just like, oh,
Wait, he was posting other women while he was with you?
We weren't like exclusive. We was just.
But why would he be
Okay.
posting other women?
Like not like this my girl, but just like having like people around,
Right.
Like you around, but you can tell when you around certain type of
Right.
situations that
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
into.
Right.
So I'm just like,
But you
I'm-
ain't paid for shit though, did you?
You not about to? No, of course not. But I'm like, you not about to have me in the same category as
Oh, I've been with a
These
broke.
dusty
I've been
feets.
with a broke guy. I have when I was a teenager.
that. Don't count, Stephanie.
And,
Everyone's
like,
broke.
Yeah, no. He was older than me though. He
Okay.
was already like I was like 18, and he was like 25,
Okay.
and I was like paying for him to stay in a room.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh my God.
That
How
does
did you
count.
have
I take that
money?
back. It counts.
I've told this story before.
Yeah, that counts. Stephanie.
Yeah.
That counts.
That counts.
Yeah, that
bro.
counts.
You know what? When I was high school, I dated a guy who was broke, and I used to have to like bring him like a bagel or pizza because I didn't have no money either. Really, I was in high
Aw,
school.
she used to share her lunch.
But you know
Aw.
what? It's funny because look, his parents were from Jamaica, and so they would leave.
Yeah, he wasn't Jamaican though, right?
He was Jamaican.
Him or his parents?
I mean,
No, I'm
well,
saying-
Right.
listen, but they would leave and go to Jamaica and leave him in the house for like months.
Right.
Right, and they
And
would
he would
lock
be
their
hungry?
bedroom door, so he was never allowed to go in their bedroom.
Right.
And they would leave him with no money, and he would be like starving.
What?
Oh my God! Wow, that
So I
sounds
was
like
like-
child abuse.
Right. Like they left him
What
hungry.
is
Oh,
happening?
Jesus.
We were in high school, and I would bring him like a slice of pizza. He would devour that shit.
He didn't have like a
Oh, my
family
God.
member, or auntie, or
Oh,
somewhere where he
And
could
his
get
parents
food.
Right,
were so
like,
mean. Look, usually people's parents would like me. His parents would be like, I would call the house, and I'd be like, hi, can I talk to Nigel? And they'll be like, did you call her and hang up? I was like, no. And they would just hang up on me.
No.
Wow.
So
You
mean.
should have been like, I feed your child. Let me talk to him at
I
least.
know. I'd be like, I bought him a buttered bagel.
I feed your child when you're not here.
Right. I'm taking care of your child.
They were so mean.
I'm handling your responsibilities.
But so, Alison, tell us your broke boy story.
Okay, so I actually, I'm going to count this one because I was at the beginning of my career. And I was in a band at the time, a band called Square One.
Mm-hmm.
And we had just kind of started to do some touring and stuff. But I had already, I was already working. I was already making money. We were performing like on the circuit in Barbados. So I was starting, I had my own money and stuff. And this guy, he was really cute.
Of course.
Of course. He
They're
was
always-
cute. He had dimples.
They're always cute.
Yeah.
Dark
Them
skin.
goddamn
and,
dimples.
all of that. He was
They're always
real
with
cute.
good sex.
And so we got together and actually he took my virginity. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
no
that.
better. Yeah.
It was
How
that.
was that? Like, was he gentle? Did it
No.
hurt? Did you love it?
No, he used Rough Rider condoms.
What?
And Rough Riders are rough. Yeah, so it was
They're like textured, right?
yes, they are.
It's
Yes,
like
they
rough
are.
toilet paper.
Ew.
Yeah. So after the first couple of times, I was like, all right, you need to change this because this can't happen no more. Because no. So
Did he go down on you?
You just took the
God,
thought
I can't
right
remember.
from my head.
No.
I can't.
Yeah, because that's what they
Because
should
make it
do.
wet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it could be better.
I was
He
dry when
Caribbean.
I...
I'd die if they're gonna do that.
Right,
I was about to
exactly.
say.
He's Jamaican man. God bless.
Well,
their
he's from
hearts,
Barbados,
but-
though, right? Was this in Barbados?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
he's
was in
Asian.
Barbados. Yeah. But as I said, so when we would go, we would actually come here to New York, to come and perform and so on. And he would be like, can you bring me back some Converse? And can you bring me back some jeans?
Sheesh.
And you can bring me back this and bring me. And
For
I'm
the
thinking
price
to
of a cup of coffee a day, you can have a boyfriend.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, after like the first like couple of times, I'm like, but wait, you ain't giving me no money. I supposed to take money that I have to buy shit for you? And the other thing was that he didn't have any ambition. I found that out
that's the
like
worst.
after a while.
That's bad.
He didn't have any ambition. Like he told me, he wanted to be an architect. He had a friend that was an architect where he could have gotten like, some experience and so on. And he just never took it on. And I was like, you know what? This is not working because my star was on the rise.
Right.
And I was working towards what I wanted. I was working towards my passion. And he was just kind of, and then on top of that, you're jealous.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
no,
no.
you can't
Top
be.
of
You can't
that.
be broke and jealous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't be
that's what I'm
jealous.
saying.
You cannot be
Pick a
jealous of the
struggle,
Converse I
right.
bought
Pick a
you.
struggle.
Okay.
So
You gotta
on top of
choose
that,
your
now you don't want
struggle.
nobody talk to me when we perform. And I'm performing in a club. As soon as I finish the first set, I have to go and stand up next to him. I have to be with him. Anybody that comes up to me, who's he? Where you know he from? Why he hugging you up? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
I'm
Get
picturing him
this.
asking all these questions with them Converse on.
and the jeans. And I'm like, and after a while, and he was like, oh, you're gonna get popular and you're not gonna want me around and blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Yeah, you spoke that shit into existence because he got on my last nerve. I was like, this here, this can't work no more.
Yeah,
It
insecurity
cannot.
is so unattractive.
It is. It couldn't. And as I said, I was young. I was 18,
Right.
19, 20. But I realized I was like, this is exactly what you're saying is exactly what's going to happen. Because if you can't deal with me actually being here in Barbados, being popular, growing and doing what's going to happen when I actually start to tour.
Right.
And I go further and more people know me and there's more popularity. He would.
And he's going to start asking for Jordans.
There you go. It would be some Jordans and some Vans and some, But yeah, that was very.
Did he ever
early.
buy you anything?
Yeah, he did.
It always start off like that though. They always buy you one thing. It's like an
Right. It's
investment.
one little thing.
It's like that, yeah.
They buy you one thing and then they know, all right, I'm gonna get
And then
more
they be
from you.
grateful at
remember it
first, and then they don't.
And I remember it really well because he bought me this little, I think it was on my birthday, this little jeans outfit, a little short skirt and a jacket and stuff. It was matching.
Cute.
Okay, you was hype.
Yeah, it was cute. It was really cute.
He knows me.
And I decided that I was gonna wear it for a performance that we had. It was a big performance for us at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna wear that outfit. And we got to the place, and he was there, and he was like, "What are you doing? You can wear that up on the stage? I want you wearing that up on the stage. You can't be wearing that for other people to see." Blah blah blah.
What?
I was like,
You would think
not
he
at
would
all.
be
Oh, hell no.
happy
So where
that
you
you wore
supposed
the
to wear the
outfit
jean
he
outfit
bought
in the house?
with him on a date with him.
Exactly. That's what he felt. And I was like, but no, why would I do that? Like,
Wow.
it's a cute outfit. I look good in it. I'm gonna wear it on stage.
You should be flattered.
You should be
proud.
happy.
Yeah.
You should be happy that what you bought for me, I feel happy enough and proud enough to be able to wear it and perform in it. But he was the complete opposite. And that's why that relationship was never gonna work. Couldn't.
Yeah, for both of you, I could imagine it's hard being in like the spotlight and having to date somebody.
Yeah, it's very hard.
And Hood Celebrity, I ain't never seen you post nobody.
No.
And you won't.
Nope.
You know what it is? It's like in relationship, like I really take charge, you know? Like I'm really a boss. And
Right.
not to say it like that, in like, not in a controlling way, but
Right.
a boss is in like, I don't have to do none of that shit. Like if we rocking with each other and you know what's up and I know what's up, we don't gotta do all that.
Right.
I don't gotta post you, you don't gotta post me. If you force me to post you, I'm definitely never posting you.
If you force
It ain't gonna happen. Like,
If you make it
But what
out.
if he
Yeah.
posted? So what if y'all take a picture together and he posted like my boo?
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, well, a female probably could get away with that because for anybody out that knows, like, I'm into girls. A female could get away with that, but a dude could never do that.
Okay,
I got you.
Why is that?
I feel like for females like me, when it comes to like relationship, because I'm into females more,
Okay,
a woman could get away more with doing something than a dude.
Okay,
Because I feel like dudes, when they start doing that, it's kind of like they own you.
Right. A
If that makes sense.
possessive
but
kinda,
women
yeah,
can
right.
be possessive too. No,
My experience that I've had, like dating dudes before, I haven't dated a dude in a long time, and it would take probably like a different type of nigga to get me in that type of vibe. But I feel like with dudes, I was always more controlled.
okay, all right.
With females, I'm more like, as long as we know what it is, that's it.
Right.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I want to be controlled.
She's very
I want my man to take control. I want him to tell me what to eat, what to wear,
Oh, no,
when
you
to
wildin'.
go outside.
I'm a Cancer. I cannot-
Like, I want
I
him
cannot
to-
be controlled.
I wish he would.
I cannot
Yeah.
be controlled.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
one of
I
those.
feel like in my life, like when it comes to the way I take care of myself and my life, like I got so much control of it. You know,
Okay.
like
Okay.
I take, I'm very independent and I take good care of myself. So when I'm with a guy, it's like
You want him to be able to
now
just
can
say,
you
listen.
can I get a boss, please? Because
Right.
I don't got a boss. I need a boss.
What if he's
Gotcha.
like suck my toes?
It depends on how his feet are.
But
It's
I'm
a
gonna be honest with you,
case-by-case
I feel like-
situation.
Case by case scenario.
I
gotta have
respect,
cute
I
toes, come
respect
on.
what you said, but 'cause to each his own. Like,
Yes,
you know?
yes, yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
I feel like when it's like, even like with me seeing experience of other relationships around me and me being, from the Caribbean, I feel like when relationships are like that, it gets abusive.
No, it does.
Cause then a nigga start telling you what to wear, like how to wear it, like what she went through,
Right.
like
Yeah.
how to dress. Like I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that shit at all.
No, it does it does lean towards abusive. This shit I like.
Yeah, because I like to dress.
can't
I like
lie.
to dress like crazy, like
I can't lie. Yeah, no.
I might want to wear a shirt with
We gotta
my
explore
boobs
what
out.
this is about. Stephanie. I'm gonna get a
She
therapist
told
on
you.
here.
She got
is very
deep-rooted boss
interesting.
issues.
Right?
She wants somebody to boss her around because
Yeah.
nobody ever tells her what to do. She
Right,
has free reigns
because
of
you're the
all
boss.
parts of her
Yeah,
life.
like
boss and you're in
I do
control of
everything.
But you're not
now
gonna
she
like it
wants
after a while.
somebody to-
You're not gonna like it after a
I
while.
have such a problem with anybody
Yeah.
trying to tell me what to do.
Ugh.
Like, there's certain things I don't mind. Like, I'm a very catering person.
Right.
And I'm like that with guys, and I'm like that with my friends. Like, if you come to my house, I'm gonna like, I'll cook, I'll make drinks, I'll do whatever, I'll take care of everything. I like planning trips, I like doing all of that stuff.
Right.
But I have a problem if somebody's trying to tell me what to do. Like, that's the issue for me because
That's me.
yeah. And
I don't like that shit. I feel like my mom already told me everything to do. Mm-hmm. I be looking at her like I'm grown now. Like, you know what I mean? So
And she's still gonna tell you.
And she's still gonna tell me what to do.
She's
Yeah.
still telling
Like,
She's a
what
West
to do.
Indian mom.
correct.
And she's
So to
gonna
have
tell you.
somebody tell me what to do is that shit will drive me crazy. Like,
Right.
how does she feel about you liking women?
I mean, I'm very rebellious, so I didn't care.
Because I know culturally that's also a hard thing.
Yeah, I never cared about that culture and shit. Like I'm me, like I'm who I am.
I mean,
Like,
I think that's great, and I feel like
I break all rules. Like that's just, and I've been like that since I was a little girl. Like I was a little kid that my mom would be whooping my ass, and I would still tell her the truth.
Right.
Like while I would get my ass whooped, I would still tell her how I feel, and not in a
Right.
disrespectful way, but just I was always good at expressing myself.
right.
But it's like cultural have nothing to do with who you are. You know what I mean? Like if you like something, that's what you like.
No, I agree with you on that, but I just know how taboo it
And
always
yeah,
has
no,
been.
of course. And even with my mom, like, cause I was dating my mom's best friend's son at the
Okay.
time. And she loved that boy for me. Like
She was like, "Good, our best friend."
she was like it's like they was
gonna
like
get
putting us
married?
together. Like every
Arranged
time her and her best friend would
marriage.
chill,
Yeah.
she would push me, like, you know, like not forcing, but like that was what she wanted for me.
Right.
And he was a good dude. He was very nice to me, like, you know, very controlling still, like, you know, still want to boss you around and shit like that. And I feel like my mom, like with her being Caribbean, she felt like I was too pretty, if that makes sense. In like their world, it's like if you like girls, you're supposed to be a certain type of way. You're supposed to look a certain type of way.
Right.
You're not supposed to be womanly and pretty.
Yeah, you're supposed to be butch.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
So she understand.
You were
So I was very feminine, and I was always with the pum pum shorts and the crop tops, and you know that's just who I was. Even though sometimes I would dress tomboyish too, but she used to always be like, "Why? Like why?" And then every guy that would try to talk to me, because I was very picky with dudes. Like I was very picky with dudes, and I feel like that's because of, like, you know, growing up and seeing how my mom was and the type of relationships that she get into and stuff like that, or you know, just being around friends or family members. I used to be like, I would never let this nigga do that shit to me.
Right.
Or I would never let this person do me like that. So I was very picky with dudes. But with females, it was just like, oh, whatever, she's cute. Like, I like her, she like me.
Right.
But now, my mom accept me for who I am.
Right, that's good.
Yeah, that's
good.
great.
Yeah, she accept me for who I am.
That's
She
really
know, like, I'ma do what I want.
I'm not mad at that. That's good.
that's really
That's what I
good.
always tell people, because, you know, we've heard a lot of people talking about, oh, I wouldn't want my kid, da da da. But no matter what, if you love your kid, you're gonna love your kid no matter
Of
what.
course.
Exactly.
And everything is with, like, you know, principle and, you know, respect. Like, who you are don't have nothing to do with you not having no respect or dignity for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like how you go about certain things too.
Right.
And my mom knows, like, I'm very high class with everything that I do. Like, I have respect for myself.
You work hard. You be busting your ass. Now, Alison, let's take it over to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we heard your whole story on the Breakfast Club about how you met your now husband and got married and everything. Did your family like him from the beginning?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They did?
Oh God, my mother loved him from the beginning. Because he's a really good guy. He's very down to earth. He's very hardworking. And when he got your back, he got you all the way. No doubt whatsoever. And he loves hard too. So he's very, respectful, with my mom when she was more active, because now my mom has Parkinson's and she has Alzheimer's. And
that's
so she's in a very good home where she's being taken care of and, getting the care. But when she was active and vibrant and, there was nothing like Edward for her. Edward was the whole up and down, crossways, everything. Like she really, and my family embraced him really, really, really well.
Do you think whoever you're with has to love you more than you love them?
Well,
That
for
what?
me, yeah.
Yeah, for everybody, yes. What are you going to say? What do you think?
Yeah. I would never love you more than you love me.
Damn.
What's your
never
sign?
happened. I'm a Cancer.
Cancer.
It's like you scared to
Okay,
be in love.
Cancer.
Nah. It's just that love is dangerous. My aunt got murdered at 15 years old.
Oh God, I hope my son comes out like you. My son is a Cancer. I hope he's like that. That's so good.
And that's just how I am. Don't get me wrong, I love. But I would never love you more than you love me. It's not happening.
So what do you control it?
Yeah. If I
But
feel
how
like
would
that's
you
gonna,
know?
because you could
How
tell.
would how would you know
You could
if
tell.
somebody loves you more?
You could tell.
You can definitely tell.
Yeah.
You could tell.
We
Yeah.
all been with people
Yeah.
who love us more than we love them.
Yeah,
and we
you
be
could
like,
tell.
You could tell.
man.
You could tell.
I think I've been through both sides. I've been with somebody who loved me more than I loved them, and I've been with somebody that I loved more than.
That's the worst feeling, right?
I've been with the latter, and I have to say, you both didn't work out. So
So I was sitting here thinking about my
So-
previous relationship and who loved each other more.
what?
You don't.
So you're thinking now.
Yeah, because I don't know if he loved me more than I loved him.
Right.
You
or
would
vice
know
versa.
though. It's like you kind of. It's like you feel it. Like
We
I
had
don't know
a
how to explain
crazy.
it.
I feel like when you're in a relationship that you're with when you're with somebody and they love you more than you love them, they get on your nerves. They get on your nerves.
There you go.
You know
You're
what I'm
like,
saying?
They're
stop suffocating
annoying.
me.
They get on your
Yeah,
nerves.
it's like, oh my god,
Super jealous. Everything bothers you. That they say is like,
so
oh,
They start
Maybe
hugging
he
you,
did
you get
love me
anxiety.
more.
You can get that feeling like, oh, get off of me.
Look, in those words, maybe he did love me more. Super jealous and annoying. Absolutely, he loved me more.
And then when you love somebody more, you like worshiping them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, you can burp in my face.
and you
It's
just feel
okay.
like you getting
Yeah.
cold shoulders.
Yeah.
I clearly don't love nobody like that.
Yeah, that's what I feel like is
Yeah,
the
that burp
difference.
in your face that will really make me break up with somebody.
See?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Or if
she's
you
definitely
fart-
on the other side.
Don't ever fart if we're in a relationship. That's
Nah,
a
I
breakup.
think that's a deal breaker too. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
definitely
farts.
their breakup.
Yeah.
Farting, burping. I don't care
fart,
how
though.
comfortable we are. Nah,
People
that's
do
not
fart.
okay.
I
You
don't
can
like
fart. You can go to the
farts.
bathroom.
Oh,
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not okay. Like, some people get comfortable.
You
Laying
can
in
fart
the
by
bed and,
accident,
like,
though.
I remember telling my mom,
Fart.
no, you cannot fart by accident. You cannot
You
do
never
that
farted
shit.
in your sleep?
I was with a guy
You
who
cannot
farted
do
in
that
his
shit in your
sleep.
sleep.
You can do it in your
That's what-
sleep.
I'm waking you up. I'm
You
waking
can
you
do
up.
it
I was
in
with a
your
guy
definitely
who farted
farted
in
in
his
my
sleep.
sleep.
I was with a guy
You're
who
gonna
farted in his
wait.
sleep.
I swear to God, I'll wake you up.
I'm sleeping next to
I'm
you.
gonna wake you up. Yo, what
I'm
the fuck is that?
No, but like he realized
I'm
he did it and
sleeping
like
next
jumped
to you. I'm
up.
sleeping.
No, but some people would try to act like they sleeping. Like they be like,
I'm sleeping.
It don't be on purpose. It's an
And you're
accident.
gonna wake my ass up, and I'm like, huh? You're like, what did you just do? What?
yeah, my mom did that to my stepfather.
Have you ever had to fart during sex and then you had to like really hold it? That shit is so uncomfortable.
I don't think
Not
I've ever
Or
had
during
if
that.
somebody's
sex.
eating you out and you gotta fart and you like, oh my God, please don't.
That never happened to me. I had to pee.
Happened to Allison. I can tell by
I
how
had
she
to
laughed.
pee.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
to pee.
Peeing is different.
Oh wow! I mean, I don't fart because I'm a girl, and girls don't fart.
Oh,
or
girls
That's
they
don't
dope.
fart.
That's
Okay.
sexy. That's mad ladylike.
That's
Yeah,
a
I fart. I say that all the
You wanna
time.
Come
Girls
on,
don't
imagine,
fart.
imagine somebody, imagine you and somebody, you just start
Like-
cocking up your foot farting.
But I'm just saying, I don't think if I did,
Y'all
if
are
I
lying
was,
if you say you never had to fart while you was getting eaten out.
no,
I
if
swear
I
to God, I never had to work
person
in
And all you
who
gotta do is
who
pray
does
that it's gonna
fart,
be a
even though
not
I'm not-
smelly one and
if-
it just make a noise and you could act like it's a queef.
Then you could act like
I
it's
hate
a
you.
queen.
I hate
No.
you, Raj. Right?
Yo,
No.
this be a fucking unsmelly fart.
If I was a person who
air.
did fart,
Right,
even
if
though I
you
was a
were,
person,
no,
that,
you don't.
Hypothetically.
that has not ever happened to me.
I got
If
you.
was-
I got you. 'Cause girls
Just
don't fart.
hypothetically speaking,
Hypothetically,
because
if I was
girls
a
don't-
We
farter.
don't.
Y'all
We
are
don't.
so fake perfect.
Whatever.
I
Girls
fart.
don't fart.
I
Girls
fart
don't
and I
fart.
shit.
I'll
And I
burp.
burp.
You farted. Stop it.
I think
swear
a
I
burp
never
is a
did.
little easier.
You've never
No,
farted.
I fart, like, of course, like in
But not
my life,
on
but
a
not
guy.
like hell,
No,
not
I
in
don't
sex.
fart.
Hell no.
Not, but you never had to. Like you
Never felt like.
I swear to
felt like I
God.
had to fart.
No way, right? You don't want to get your pussy ate while you got gas. Like, nah.
This is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Sometimes people like they want to do that to you and you're not even intending for it to happen.
And y'all just came from dinner.
Yeah.
And you
What'd
had
you
a
eat?
couple
3
drinks.
5
days.
You were at taco. You were at taco.
That's a
And you
breakup.
said you
Yeah,
had
that's
some-
a breakup.
That's a
you had
breakup
some
and never-
broccoli
and I'ma be honest with
and
you.
had,
Like y'all know I can't do dairy.
In the
Yeah,
hood, that's a
you had
breakup.
some
In the
beans.
sweat.
When the
breakup.
lactose
That's
intolerant
a
is going on
breakup.
here. It's hilarious.
But listen, I just want to say this was a really good, fun episode to be back. I know we touched on a lot of serious things,
Right.
but I love the fact that we were able to, like, you know, have fun.
Have fun and talk about farting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like her. See, the farting. That's
I
not.
don't know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like when you with somebody, you don't really want to know
Some
how they
things
shit
should be
look.
private.
And that's
Like,
how
I'm not a girl. Don't call me in the bathroom to watch you take a shit.
That's
like,
how I know
no.
that people love you more than you love them. Because when you love somebody, you love
You'll
their
smell
shit and
their shit.
everything.
Yeah, no,
I don't even want to smell my mom's shit.
Alison, you never had your husband?
It didn't happen.
Like, you've been in the bathroom.
He don't mind with me, but I mind with him.
Right, he don't mind with you.
He don't mind, but I'm uncomfortable.
He
I'm
loves
like,
you more than you
no,
love him.
Stay outside. Like, no,
I don't want to
stay
see your shit.
outside.
I don't want to see your boogers.
No.
I don't want to see them things in your eyes when you wake up.
But what do you have to
Yeah,
do to
go clean
prevent
your
that?
face. Go clean your face.
You gotta just do
I
certain
agree.
things once you wake up.
I
It's
agree.
like,
You got to run
Go
to the
rinse your
bathroom.
mouth.
and don't
put some
talk to
water
me
on
when
your
you wake
face.
up. Like, don't
Exactly.
talk to me when you wake up.
no,
Don't kiss
yeah,
me neither.
yeah,
It's not
yes,
happening.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
want
see
the
the morning
crust
breath
in you.
thing?
Yeah, go take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'm not
and
into
then-
morning breath.
I don't want to smell those. You don't have to smell those things. You got people who've been in a relationship with each other for years.
Right.
And you never had to really, like,
Be yourself.
no, you could be yourself.
kidding.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Because you sound like my cousin. My cousin be like, but that's not being yourself. It is being yourself. It's just keeping certain things. Like, my mom was dating this dude, right? And I was trying to give her some, little tips.
You gave her advice?
Some little tips as a
She's
youngin'.
like, how you think you got here?
No, I'm giving her some tips as a youngin', trying to
Right.
help her. I'm like, listen to me, mom. Don't take your wig off. Don't. That's a deal breaker. Do not. Whatever you do, keep that shit on.
Don't let him see.
She took her wig off,
And it was done.
and it was over.
Aw.
It wasn't over the
awful.
same day she took her. It's not only that.
But he saw.
It's like, and my mother have nice, long, coolie hair. Like, it's not even about that. It's just like, it's just a turn on.
How do you
like,
sleep with your wig on, though?
come on, you supposed to.
I can't.
Nobody want to see a wig on the
It's
dresser.
not comfortable. It's
You
not
wake up,
comfortable.
you wake up, you see a bitch wig on the
I've
dresser.
You
with
don't
her
be
lashes.
uncomfortable
It's like-
sleeping with a wig on?
Yeah, I have never slept with a wig.
Yeah, I can't. I can't do it. I can't sleep with makeup on. I gotta wash my face.
Oh, I definitely
makeup is
do.
different.
Same.
Definitely. I don't sleep
Same.
in, don't sleep in
I
makeup
used to
at
do,
all.
man, listen, I used to do clip-ins. I don't wear wigs, but I used to do clip-ins. And one time, me and this guy, I was dating him years ago, and we had like this crazy, wild sex triathlon, right? So the clip-ins just started falling out everywhere.
And then you was
right?
embarrassed.
You were
And
shedding.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think anything of it. I thought that, like he didn't care. But years later, we spoke about it, and he was like that. He was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is this?"
I'm telling you,
So
like,
yeah,
men-
guys don't like
don't
that
know.
shit.
Like, no, I've
Guys
been around
don't
so
like
many
that
guys
shit.
in
They
my
don't
life
like to see
Because
us
they
fall
don't
apart.
know.
I
They
was the
don't
only female in my
know. They
house.
don't know like
So
all
I
the
grew up around
little
all my
bits
boy
and
cousins.
pieces that we
And they
have.
talk about females when they leave.
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
shit.
they
They
not
talk
in-
wild shit.
Yeah,
What the hell?
yeah.
What is going
But I
I
on?
wanna
mean,
see
he and
that.
I,
Why
we
is she
continue-
falling apart?
I feel
Right,
like
they don't wanna see that.
Different likes
but
how I look
he
without
didn't tell
none
me
of that.
till years later.
I
But
feel
they don't
like-
want to see the process.
No, you could look nice without it. It's
Right.
better than taking it off and put on the
I
dresser.
feel like guys
Right,
have told me like
exactly. Just be
I
without
like
it.
you without
Exactly.
all of that.
Exactly. But they don't want to see the process. They don't want to see it. You
Because
coming
how you
out
think
of
he's gonna
it.
tell his
Right.
homeboy like, yo, I was fucking this bitch last night, my nigga, her weave was falling out, bro.
Yo,
They're like, yeah,
exactly.
nigga, what the fuck? Like,
So you gotta have
exactly.
good cornrows.
No, I got
That's
my
how he
ponytail.
felt, and he didn't.
I
They're
got
like, yo,
my
she had the
ponytail.
Meek Mills
The
on,
Meek
bro.
cornrows.
She
I
had
got
the
my
Meek Mills
ponytail
under the
fucked
wig.
up before. Now that I think
And
about
mine
it,
was like up to here.
I
It
definitely
was
got
like
a
shoulder
ponytail fucked
left.
off.
He was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Steph, the first time," and it was the first time we had sex. right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, I couldn't believe it." He was like, I liked your natural hair better," and it's true because we spent 3 days together. This is a story I've told on lip service before. We met in the club. It was my first time meeting somebody for the first time
Right,
and
and
leaving
going.
and having
Right.
sex with them, and. Like we had this amazing time. We spent 3 days together, and like I said, the first night the hair was falling all over the place, but for the rest of the time,
You just wore your
I
natural
left
hair.
with my natural
You left it
hair.
on.
I
Right, you
didn't
didn't have
put
a
the
choice.
clip-ins
Right,
back in.
right.
Yeah, I didn't put the clip, and he told me he was like, I liked it better the next 2 days when you had your natural hair out.
That's
I was
dope.
like,
And at least he kept it real. Some niggas be
Nah,
lying.
no, he didn't tell me till like 2 years later though. The
Oh,
truth,
shit.
At least y'all kept in contact.
because we started talking
Right.
about
At least he
it.
didn't like not talk to you after the triathlon, and that
No,
was
no,
it.
and no. We ended up having a long-term relationship after that.
Okay.
And
See,
it was
anything
it was
can
the
happen.
first
You don't
time we
know.
met.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no rules.
There's no
Yeah, there
rules.
really isn't though.
It really
Oh,
is.
I
There's
definitely
really-
don't believe
there's-
there's no rules when it comes to
Yeah,
shit
there's no rules.
Because you can have a
Anything-
person wait and they'll just hit it and leave.
and be trash. Exactly.
Or it
Yeah.
might not be worth it.
Or you could
Worth the wait.
sleep with somebody the first night and
Yep.
have
Oh my God, how
amazing
disappointing if you
connection.
wait to have sex and it's terrible.
Oh, that happened to me.
What?
That happened.
That is
to
the worst. And you
me.
think everything else is
This
great.
guy, oh God, he was so cute. He was tall and there was all of this like all this sexual energy and everything. Every time we saw one another, and it was all. And I was like, damn, I can't wait. And we organized. We made all the arrangements and everything. And when we got down to business, I was like,
where is it?
Why are his hip bones hitting me more than anything else?
Oh, no.
I was like, what?
That mean he got a little dick.
Exactly. I'm like, what did he ask? What happened? I was so
I hope you didn't
mad.
tell him what happened.
I'm not. See, that's not me. See,
That has to
no,
really
you
be
see,
disappointing.
No, you see, Hud would have done that. She would have been like, nah. She would have been like, nah, get off of me. Get off.
Yeah,
But
that would have had me in a movie.
I just,
You know what's funny though? I mean, y'all probably won't believe me, but I'm a virgin.
What?
huh?
Yeah, I've never had nothing go inside of me at all.
Not a finger?
Well, that doesn't. You're still a virgin if a
finger.
finger goes inside you. That's
She said nothing at all. That's why I
Like,
asked.
I'm gonna be
finger.
honest with you. I'm trying to remember, so I don't lie. Honestly,
Okay.
a finger. I'm not like sure. I swear to God,
Nah, that's nice. You're nice and pure. That's good.
but I've never had like nothing go
We're
inside.
pure. We just had a lot of
I
things in
mean-
us.
No, but that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. You keeping your pussy nice and good. That's nice. Preserve it.
But
That's
you had a
nice.
tongue in it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
no,
tongue
but
on
that's
it.
okay.
That counts as something.
That doesn't. No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
I mean, she's still
But
a
I've
virgin,
never had anything
but-
inside of me, like no dildos, no dicks.
Nah, that's
like I've had like
fire.
humping and crazy shit. And
Do you want to?
fire.
Like you can't wait for it, or what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do want to have my kid, so it will be like when I lose my virginity, it'll be when I have my kid,
Okay.
and it have to be like a special, different type of nigga.
But not somebody you want to be with, because you rather end up with the woman you think, but have a kid with the
To
guy.
be real with you, I always say like I don't know.
Right.
Like I don't want to be like that a hypocrite that just sit up here and lie. I really don't know.
What happens,
Right.
happens.
I'm the type of person
Yeah.
like I just go with the flow.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Like
you
if I'm
have
with
to
a
find
female,
your
I'm with a female. If I'm with a
person.
dude, I'm with a dude.
It seems like you need to find your person, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman or a
No.
man.
Right,
It's just
right,
if it's the
right.
right
It's just
person
like I'm
for you.
really for like soul. Like if I really,
Yeah.
if you
That's
you gotta
amazing.
capture me,
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing.
and it's hard because I'm very like picky.
Yeah,
Could
we
be
can
one
tell.
stupid thing, like one dumb
can't fucking
conversation.
fart.
I'm like, this
Okay,
bitch
right.
is dumb or this nigga's stupid.
Me too. I like a guy for like 1 week. He says one stupid comment
it's
and it's
over.
over.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't deal with it.
But you've had orgasms.
I'm a clip master.
Definitely, hell yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure we don't want to
Yeah, I
deprive
just
you
never
of that.
had no
Right.
dildos.
You just not had no
Yeah,
penetration.
No penetration.
No.
But
He's
it's
good.
busting.
Take your time. I like it. That's nice.
Yeah, do it.
I think that's fabulous.
What about fingers in your butt?
No, hell no.
What?
Fingers in my butt.
That's always
It's
in
just-
the
I'm gonna be
butt
honest with you.
somewhere.
I don't play with the butt. Like, that's just me, you know, like
You
my
sound
personal
hygienic.
preference. Like I don't like.
Let me tell you something. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm
When the-
very like
when the nice night
germophobic,
and-
like going in my
So not even you're not part of the eating
Little thumb.
gang.
fuck no.
Yeah.
And like I said, to each his own. That's just
Yeah,
Right, that's-
girl.
listen. Any
right.
booty eaters out there, I get my butt eat, but I don't eat nobody's butt.
Okay, so you had your butt eaten.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
I actually
like
love
it?
to.
Do you like
I
it?
love it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I actually love to get it eat more than anything else.
More than your pussy?
Really?
Wow.
But I would
You're
not
like the second
eat,
girl
I would
I've heard
not
say
eat
that.
nobody's butt.
Yeah, right?
I swear to my mother's life, I won't. So I let everybody know
But
right.
hold on now. Anything could happen. You don't know.
No.
Even like fresh
listen.
out
You
the
don't
shower.
know.
This
You know
one
what it
you
is?
know.
You know what it is? I'm a germophobic, so I know myself.
But
Gotcha.
so, do you kiss
I'm
somebody after they
clean.
eat your
Gotcha.
ass?
Huh?
Will you kiss her after she eats your ass?
No. I'm too like that's just
But you just said you clean.
no. I'm clean, but I'm gonna think about it too much. Like my brain, the way my brain functions, it just functions different. And at least I give people heads up. You know what I mean? I don't just have you go and do some crazy shit. I let
Right.
you know.
Like I'm not doing it.
I'm not
How do
doing
you
it
bring
back.
that conversation
but
up?
I'm not gonna do
Oh,
that.
I'm very blunt with
Well, you
conversations.
eating my butt. Just so you
Listen,
know, I
she
ain't doing this
said
back
she
to
never
you.
had a problem expressing herself.
Yeah, I'm very blunt with conversations. I let you know, like, listen, I'm not eating it back. Like it ain't happening.
That's hilarious.
Alice is like, don't ask me.
I don't even like getting
You're
my
married
ass
though. I
ate.
feel like when you're married, you do everything at some point.
Well, you know, you get
Well, you know.
Yeah. It all depends.
Case by case
When
scenario.
you drink, all kind of shit
It all
happens.
depends. It all depends.
Go, gal.
It depends. It all depends. It all
Remix.
depends. Refix. Rewind.
What about, have you squirted?
Did I ever squirted? Squirting is like, and y'all better not laugh at me, right?
No.
That's like when the shit like
Yeah.
squirts
Yeah,
the vagina,
yeah.
right? No, I never did that.
Okay, me neither, don't worry.
Usually that comes from penetration.
Yeah, that comes
though.
from inside because
No,
that
yeah.
comes from the button in the back of
Normally,
the vagina.
I've had crazy orgasms, but I never
Usually.
squirted.
Usually.
And you know what it is too? Like, I don't think I allow myself to ever like.
You gotta relax.
you-
and-
That will freak me out because I'm very clean, even with sex. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the messy. I don't like all
I
that
don't
shit
like
all
that
over
shit
and you
either.
licking shit out. Like, I'm very like.
I want you to have some
What
dirty
about a
sex.
vibrator?
Right.
I've had dirty sex, just
You
not
too
like.
clean. You too clean.
What about a vibrator? Have you use like a vibrator?
Yeah, I've tried.
So there's a vibrator.
just to have it right there though. Like,
yeah,
not like,
there's a vibrator
Yeah.
called iVibe, and on the third setting, it will make you squirt from the outside.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Just a
I would
tip.
have to put like mad towels all over my wall
Oh my God.
and put some shit so it
No,
don't
me
go
too.
all
Every
over.
time I use it, I put like 4 towels down.
Yeah, I'm
so
telling you,
it
I
doesn't
just
go
can't.
through because I don't like that shit. I don't
Imagine
like that.
you squirt,
yeah.
now you got your squirt on your
But
walls. Like,
sometimes
that's
it feels so
nasty. It's art.
good. Like with the vibrator, it feels so good. You can't help yourself.
you a freak.
No,
She
this
said, I
one's
think that's art.
crazy.
You a freak.
I feel like I need to try this now.
Yeah, listen, I need to go. I thought I could give sex classes. You could definitely give sex classes, girl.
I don't know
Angela.
nothing.
No, see, nobody's believing you.
Right.
Because like,
I've never squirted.
Oh, whatever.
I've never
I
squirted.
told you that. I've said that. I've never squirted. I have great orgasms. I don't
Right.
feel like I'm missing anything.
I don't think
Are
I'm
you-
missing
You
shit.
ain't missing nothing but a mess, child.
Yeah, I don't think
are
it's
It sounds messy.
multi-orgasmic?
It's
No,
very
I
messy.
can have one, and then I need a little time.
You.
No, but
Are you multi-orgasmic?
I've been with one
Are
guy.
you multi-orgasmic? Can you like just keep?
Can you come like more
coming
than
and
once at a
coming and
time?
coming?
No,
I need
once
like I need a
once
break.
And once I come, that's why it's hard for me to really like. I think take people serious because once I come, like,
You over it?
if we can't
It's
have a
like, get off of me.
conversation or a cuddle, it's kind of like I'm not really into you.
Okay.
So I'm the only one.
You're multi-orgasmic?
Yes.
Oh, that's why your man love you more than you love him.
No, I can.
How many? What's the most times you come in a
God,
row?
I don't know. I lose count after like 7.
Oh
8.
shit!
Yeah.
What the?
At one, in like, what do you mean?
Yes.
That's a
Hold on.
lot.
Like having sex one time, like
Yeah.
one
And
day, like
one-
one night.
Yeah.
I was
That's
with this
amazing.
one
Like I
guy.
will go, and another one will come, another one will come.
He loves that, don't he?
Another one will
Fire.
come.
What was the
And
longest
then-
you guys had
That's
sex
amazing.
for? Like time?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I'm
More
not
than
sure.
10 minutes?
She's doing sex triathlons.
Right.
She's on a damn horse farm. I'm just saying. I think I
No
would be
neighbors.
multi-orgasmic on a horse farm too.
Well, we have no neighbors. You know, we
Right,
have
no
nobody
neighbors.
near to us,
I just
so,
said
you
that.
know,
Make all
I
the
can
noise you want to make.
all the noise I want.
I hate, yo, I was in a hotel, where I was, it was in LA. And I was in a hotel and there was some people next to me, I think they was having sex. I've never experienced no shit like this before.
Right.
And the way he was having sex with this girl, I said he hates her.
Why
Really?
would he
There's
hate
no way
this
you can
girl?
like somebody like this. Like I heard her head banging on the headboard.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
Stephanie would love that, by the way. I
It
just
was
want to put that out
probably
there.
me.
no.
fucking
I'm
love
telling you,
that.
you could tell when somebody hates you. I'm like, he have to hate this girl. Because her head was, whatever he had tossing her
Was
against that
just
headboard,
banging.
it was just like abuse. I was gonna call the police.
No.
No, I was gonna call. I was
you
gonna
were
call
gonna
No
call the
snitching
cops.
with celebrity. No.
I was gonna call the cops because, and it ended real fast.
Shit.
It ended
Wow.
real fast.
Hell.
Then the next morning, they woke up and she was like, "I told you stop putting your hands on me." I was like, "Yeah, he hates this."
Okay.
girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
he really
there
did
you
hate
go.
her.
Yeah, because it's
that
like,
was
come on, like I
terrible.
don't think that's like a way of like
Yeah, me neither.
having
Yeah, no,
sex.
I'm a
You know
gentle
what I
sex
mean?
person.
Yeah.
Like all of that. When I don't even
For
really.
me, I like
Yeah.
roughness,
I know
but
you do.
I like I don't want it to be like powerful, like
Yeah.
you're mad at me.
Yeah.
I
Like
want
you're doing
it
It
to
can
be-
be
wrestling.
out of control.
I like
It
that
can be,
strength.
you know.
I like to feel the strength. I like to feel that the man is really stronger than me. Like he could take my neck and I could feel his grip really hard on me.
Okay, too far.
I'm just saying.
I like a little choke till I start coughing for air. Nothing wrong with that.
You hear what she said?
Yeah.
She like a little choke till she start.
Coughing for air. You know. When, you know.
I love you, baby.
I like the term blue.
Yo,
Good time. Yeah, I like
No, but
I like
when
the
he's
gas for
good,
air
he
every
knows
once in a
how to hit
while.
a spot
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't make you. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, ladies, I just want to say this was amazing for us to be back in here together. And I want to make sure whatever y'all have going on, like, at least we get the chance to promote that. I know for VP Records, for the Soca album, you have the first single.
Yes, Go Gal. Gonna come out on Soca Gold this year. Soca Gold 2021. It's the single is actually exclusive to the album.
Nice.
So it's the only song on there that is exclusive to the album. So I'm really happy about that. The video is out and the video is fire. It is absolute fire. I'm really happy with this track. Really, really, really happy. And I can't wait to see what else this process has to offer because VP has been awesome. They've been working with me and really pushing and we're looking at, how else can we push? How else can they make me work? And I actually don't have a problem with that.
And
really
people
don't
love
have
to
a
see your
problem with that.
personality. So I think I'm glad you came and did this because
Yes, I've never done like a talk like this.
this
To
is
be
women's
very
empowerment. And I
honest.
know
I've never done
both Hood Celebrity and Alison
never.
Hinds are all about women empowerment. So that's why I love that you guys were both on together. So
And I now that having this talk and I've gotten to know you a bit better and I like you.
Thank you.
I like that you're so direct
Thank you.
and you're who you are.
Thank you.
Unapologetically.
There's no pretense. There's no, it's like, listen, this is me.
right.
You like me or you don't like me, and that's what it is.
I just want to be able to fart in front of her.
No, Angela, you can't.
Keep it over there.
Keep that shit over there.
You can't, Angela.
No farting.
This is a no farting zone.
Right.
And for Hood Celebrity, let us know what you have. I know the song Ungrateful.
I got definitely Ungrateful. I got Champion, which is my new
Champion.
single.
I love that song.
Thank you. Champion, another uplifting record that's out right now.
And you know what I like about that? And I understand what it's, but I also, it also, just the title of it flashes me back to Champion, Buju. So.
Yeah, Champion, that's out. My new single. I got the official video on youtube.com. Y'all can go check it out. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify.
Yep.
And just like with my music, I always try to uplift people. Like, like when I'm sad, sometimes I don't write. So I like to write when I'm, in that vibe of Champion was one of those records that made me feel like I was unstoppable. Like nobody could stop me.
And listen, your presence on like social media and the challenges, I love watching Hood Celebrity be having all the challenges and having people dance and do her dances to all the songs. That should be amazing.
Nah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Because it's so universal. Like music is, and honestly, like this music is universal and a dope song is a dope song no matter
Correct.
where it comes from.
Exactly.
That's right.
Correct.
And you give people a chance too to, express themselves. And when they get reposts, they do a video, they get reposts, they get really excited. Like,
Yeah, no, it makes their day.
Yeah.
definitely makes their day.
Yeah.
Well, Hood Celebrity, Alison Hinds, we got to do this again. This was really fun. I enjoyed
was.
this. And I'm
It was.
glad that y'all, popped our cherry. And when you pop yours, you let us know, okay?
Right.
I'll be waiting. Maybe 35.
Listen, when she squirt and she get penetrated, she gonna be like, fart on me, baby.
No, you don't.
I swear that shit
But
ain't gonna
you don't
happen.
need the penetration to squirt. If you want to try squirting, trust me, I know a way.
She got you.
I told you, there's a vibrator. It does it. Gigi knows what I'm talking about.
What's the name of this vibrator again?
It's called iVibe.
Can you
It's
play
called
music with
iVibe.
it?
iVibe?
Yeah, it's called
IVIBE?
iVibe. Yeah.
Like, can't you hook it up to Bluetooth and play music?
No,
Yeah,
Angela, you
iVibe.
can't hook it up to music.
Not
Are
that
you
one.
sure?
Not the vibrator. You talking about
So
the
it's
other
spelled
one.
IVIB as in boy, right?
I feel like you can
Yes.
play music
You,
on iVibe.
not the
Hold on.
vibrator one.
I
It's an
tried.
iVibe vibrator, and then it's an iVibe like.
If
dildo.
iVibe made me
That
squirt,
one,
I'm
promise
never
you.
going to another relationship.
Nah, it
No,
does.
It's
don't
over
do it
for
then.
everybody.
That's
And
it.
it's
It's
like,
over.
I
That's
If
feel
that
it.
shit made me squirt, it is
That's
over
it.
for
Let me see
everybody.
something.
You don't need
The,
penetration
specifically
for it.
the third setting.
You got to put on the third
Me,
setting.
me,
But the first
me.
setting, when you first touch it, it's gonna drive you crazy. You got to build to the third setting. Trust
Yeah,
me.
you got to build up your sensitivity.
That vibrator is
Do
crazy.
y'all have sex to your own music?
No.
I do all the time.
No.
I'm so glad that they answered at the same exact time and it was a yes
Especially
and a
to my
no.
song Inside. I don't know if you heard Inside.
Oh
like,
my God. Let's do it.
Inside is a movie.
No.
Let me
like
put
that's
that
one of
on.
the songs that I wrote where I
She's
was
gonna
really
play it.
like when I write my music, some of my songs, like, you know, I be
Into it.
caressing my body while I'm writing and just
Yes, ma'am.
whining in the mirror and just really getting into it.
That's
That
nice.
makes the whole music sound different now that I gotta go back and listen. Let me see. I'm looking at this iVibe thing.
Remember
Yeah, I was about to
they-
put it in my
See, you
phone. but my
could put
phone
it
died.
on iTunes.
No, that's the wrong one. It's the one that has the circle on it.
The little ring that you stick
it
on
has
your
a ring,
finger.
you put it on your finger. I'm telling you,
Remember
you
we
barely-
it's a
had
ring.
Angela?
No, it's like it looks like a finger. It's shaped like a finger, right? It's shaped like an index finger, but then it has a ring that you like hook your index finger to. So
When you
because
hold
you
it.
can't really put it on.
Stephanie,
can't-
put your leg down.
I'm trying to show y'all. I'm trying to show y'all. You can't put it directly on your shit because you like go crazy. Like you be fronting on yourself. Like, oh no.
You be like, no,
Wait,
no, hold
wait,
on. Because you know when you masturbate, you be trying to hold out.
Gee, you know I'm not
I
making
know.
the sound.
Listen,
Gee, you know I'm not
I have
making the
said
sound.
vibrator.
What time is
okay? And it may or
like,
may
I
not
gotta
be in my
find
luggage.
this.
Okay.
I gotta go now.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Does Amazon Prime deliver it right away?
But let me ask you a question, right?
Doc Johnson.
When it comes to
Doc
stuff like that,
Johnson.
right? If high vibe make you squirt, do you feel like you need a nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you want to? You said that you like the conversation after. What you
cuddle.
going to tell the iVibe?
You can't cuddle
But
the
I'm saying
iPod.
it's just like,
Right.
I gotta say,
but
I
it's
gotta
kind
say,
of, I don't know.
It's good to have a warm body
when you
attached.
have a vibrator like that, like let's say I wake up in the mood like, oh, I want to be with my man today. I want to get fucked today, and then I'm like, oh, I'm bored. Let me masturbate.
You don't want to see him.
iVibe. That's it. I'm over him. Like
Yeah.
you could stay home tonight.
Because you
I
already,
don't even want to
yeah,
see
you already like.
Yes,
You
you're
don't like
right.
conversation
It'll make
no
you
more?
not
I
want to
mean,
be with
what the-
anybody. I promise.
She
I
said she still
promise.
make you want to be with.
Yeah, I want to cuddle. I want to talk. I want to
Yeah, no,
lay
I like
up.
to feel the
I
man.
want a body attached.
Yeah.
But it is true.
to-
Once you masturbate, you don't feel like having sex anymore. You be like, let's just relax.
I'm
And
telling you,
he'd
I'll
be
be
so
over
mad.
it. Like, forget it. Just forget it.
All right, well, again, okay, we really leave it for real now. But
Really,
thank y'all.
really,
Champion,
really.
Go Gal, out now. Alison Hinds with Go Gal. And of course, Hood Celebrity with Champion, because we all are champions.
Yes, ma'am.
In a real life.
That's
Don't let nobody tell you no other shit. All right? It is lip service.
I'm finding you a vibrator right now.